Took us a little time, but we're here. I could use the excuse that the tornado helped us to get behind, but my dog ate my homework.
Oh no! Oh no! Can you even hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I can't hear me in my headphones.
Okay, so yeah, some of you have heard that we had a tornado. For those of you that are out of the area, for those of you that are in the area, I hope everything's fine. You guys are good, but it was kind of scary, when you get that little alarm going off on your phone, and all of a sudden, all the alarms go off in the house. Everybody with a cell phone, and a little freaky. Thank God nothing dangerous happened to anybody in the property. No one got injured, and then this is about 2 miles away from my house, so everybody's cool. And I know there's crews out there. They've closed this main road, Great Neck Road here in Virginia Beach, and so
Yeah, I hope everybody's okay.
it was very, 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 very interesting. Man, those clouds are very dark, man. I'll tell you, you start thinking about your property, and then I hope no one had a listed property.
Oh, I hope not.
That if they were listed,
Yeah, I hope not.
because things happen really bad. So anyway, thanks for being on, and we're going to talk a little bit today about still the market and what's going on with the marketplace. And I do believe that still you need to be working on your skills, which we call soft skills, because what's happening right now is that people are panicking, some of these agents, and I'm going to talk about another book that I read some time about doing your presentations, because really there's two main things that you've got to be good at in this marketplace. One is finding new leads, which is called the P word, prospecting, right? And second is the other P word, which is presenting, right? Your presentation has to be compelling. It has to be compelling. So basically what you want to make sure that you're doing is a presentation that is just incredibly better than, here, this is the reason why you can't.
Oh, that's okay. I switched.
Oh, you switched.
We're
Okay.
good.
Oh,
I
okay.
switched.
Got it. Okay, good. I was going, what is going on?
I got it. It's all
right.
good.
So I want to talk to you today about that. So if you can, you may want to take notes on this if you're taking any notes. Don't forget that I'm doing training on all this here at the end of the month for 5 days straight. Go to pathtoprocoaching.com, look up my name, whatever, find it and sign up so that we can do that for 5 days and we can deep dive in all these subjects.
Yes.
So basically what we have here is the presentation. Let me give you some ideas of what we know about the presentation. Your competition will be more aggressive when there is a market shift. I mean, they're going to be really aggressive. Here's how to get aggressive. No skill people are going to do what?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're going to disconnect.
They're going to disconnect. They're not going to have any type of conversation that is going to engage anyone.
No, and they'll start to discounting. They start giving away the kitchen sink because they have no skills. And if you watch some of my reels, this is what we said last week, the ankle biters.
Yes.
The ankle biters are going to gnaw at you. They're going to give away the house. And they typically are going to get very aggressive in this as the market starts to shift.
Yes.
Second, what things that you have to do in a market like this is to keep the attention of the person you're speaking to on the phone or in person.
Yes.
So your presentation begins in that initial contact, right? When you first talk to them, the presentation starts. You're setting up who you are.
Yeah, absolutely. And who you are in their eyes.
Yeah.
Because listen, if you're having a bad day, if you're having a bad month, a bad year, you can't show that at that moment. You are literally giving that first impression that they're going to take with them throughout this whole conversation.
Yeah. And the more that you keep their attention, the more likely they will listen to you and take on your ideas.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple hints on what we have to do to be better at presenting. But there's a point here I want to make is that we're our worst coach. We are our worst coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a coach right now that's really focusing on skills, not trying to be your best friend, really helping you with your accountability and staying on your track with what you've got to do daily, then you've got a good coach. If you don't have that, you don't want to have a person that's just one, how you doing today? How do you feel? And getting into all this emotional stuff Go get a life coach for that. But when you're in sales, you're going to need strong accountability and strong focus, and you're going to need to track what you're doing, all the things that we know work. Now,
And you can't measure what you don't track.
mm-mm.
So for those of you that aren't tracking anything, you wonder why you're not doing anything. You don't even know what you're doing now. How can you even get to the next stage? You're not tracking anything. I don't care if you start out with an Excel spreadsheet, just freaking track
Yeah.
some numbers.
Yeah. And the challenge with presenting in our business of real estate or in any business is that you know too much about the product.
Yeah.
So you don't ever get the perspective on the other side of how
Right.
they're taking your information. So you think you're doing a great job. They love me, Bill. They hug me, but you didn't get the message across.
Yeah. And just because they like you doesn't mean that they think you're knowledgeable. It doesn't mean they think you know what you're talking about. And it doesn't mean that they think that you can sell their home for top dollar.
Yeah. And typically when it's not a good presentation and you leave and they didn't sign with you, there's three things I wrote down from the study I had. You were too boring. You're right.
Yeah.
You put them into fight or flight, right?
Right.
Or you made the conversation way too complicated for them to understand.
Right.
Which means, again, you got to know the personality styles of people you're talking to.
Yep.
Years ago, I used to coach Wells Fargo financial advisors, Series 7 and above, not financial planners, but financial advisors.
Okay.
And they always delivered the same way. It was all analytical. Look at the charts, look at the graphs. And in a boardroom, you're going to have 4 or 5 people in a room with different personalities. So you can't just go analytical with everybody.
No, because a lot of people who are analytical think that the only reason somebody wants to have them or their product or what they know is because they're all numbers. When in fact, that's not true. That percentage is very small. The reason people usually do want them is because they don't know numbers.
Right.
They have no idea. So you have to make them understand it at their level of what their experience or what their knowledge is, not at your level. You think that you're talking to somebody that's just like you, and that's not the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is back to being on their side of the fence.
Yeah.
And not trying to just deliver your way because you feel really good about your delivery. So
No.
you have to understand what's happening on the other side. So the 2 questions you want to ask yourself at the end of the presentation, after
All right,
you leave
listen
the
up.
house, right? Here it is. Did I get through to them? And you got to get it from their perspective, not yours. And the second one is was my message well received? And so you really got to sit down, get in your car, and you're going to write down, take your pen out and go, did I do the right? Did I get through? Did my message? Because right now, tension is good.
Yeah, tension is really good.
Wow, that was weird.
Okay, tension's good.
Wow, that was kind of wow.
Tension is good. Over here, they asked, how will they know if they got through to them? And how will they know that their delivery was good? Is there any tips or tricks while they're talking to them that they would actually understand that it is going through, that the agent would understand it's going through? Yeah.
So, a couple of things we don't do. We assume everybody got everything. So I think what happens is, and I've seen these presentations where you talk too much. Talking less is very important. The least amount of words you have to use to express yourself, the better they receive it and they feel comfortable. So again, if you're in front of someone, because sometimes they're doing stuff on the phone or on Zoom, but look at the eye contact, look at the body language,
Is it open? Is it closed?
Yeah,
and do you know what that means? And for you, you have to stay open too. That he's closed, he's very closed. You have to stay open. I always keep my hands open. I keep this part open.
Yeah.
Even whenever I'm debating, I always keep it open and I try to see what the other person's doing because their eyes, their mouth, their face, whether it's soft or just strong and their muscles are tense, he's still closed. He's still closed.
Yeah.
Still
If they do one of these, I'll tell you a really wild story.
Or this. Some people do this with one arm. Yeah.
So I'm at a house, I'm presenting, and I ended up, I'm getting to buy them a house, and I double-ended their sale, right? Listed their house, sold it, had my own buyer, and then we're good. So that's 3 deals in one. So now I'm at the property. I brought my loan officer with me, Pete Cameron, years ago in Northern Virginia. So I'm sitting there with the owner, I'm bringing in the information. Hey man, we've got all this stuff going. We got a buyer for your home. Great. Now let's go look for a house. And then the husband and wife are sitting at the other end of the table. The husband goes, so Bill, how much you making on us on all these deals? So this is right when the guy said that the loan officer just started sinking into seagull.
Right.
I don't want to be here right now. So I said, well, it's, whatever the percentage is and that. No, 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 no. He stops. He goes, no, no, I want to know what you're taking home to your family.
Oh.
And I went, okay, this is going to be fun. And so I said, I normally, and sometimes guys, you got to get off script and just this is a test. Who was going to be the boss here? Am I going to take control or is this guy going to take control? The wife is sitting there looking humiliated by her husband.
Sure.
Okay. So I go, well, sir, I normally do not tell people what I take home because, we're splitting it and all these things happen. But if you need to know to make yourself feel comfortable of what's going on, I'll tell you. Right then, when I said that, the wife hauls off and kicks the guy in the shin on the other side of the table, and he goes, "Oh, no, 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 I'm okay. I just asking." That ended that thing real quick. But what I'm telling you is that
I'm laughing because I can tell you how many times I've kicked my husband under a table, my children, my brother.
It's like some of these people. I don't know where they were raised, but first of all, watch their body language. The wife was on my side. She just was happy it was sold. The husband got into this thing. But so let's go back to those signs, body language.
Yes.
You should always say to them, and I have a great close, I think, for any presentation at the end of it. So Bob and Susan, great. Thank you so much for letting me come by and present either a buyer or seller, whatever you're doing. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10, you feel really comfortable with what I presented to you and you feel comfortable working with me. And 1, there's no way you would present with me. What number would you give me? And here's the thing. They don't want to give you a number. They go like this, no, Bill, you were great. And they want to get you out of the house.
But you need the number.
You need the number.
You need the number, guys.
Okay. So they'll go, well, no, you're great. Well, and then I go down low. Well, was I a 4? Was I a 3? Then make them feel bad. They go, no, no, no. You were a 9. And I go, well, great. Well, thank you for giving me a 9. I really appreciate that, but I'm a little concerned.
Listen up.
Watch this. I'm a little concerned because see, now they're trying to technique me, get me out of the house, but I'm in control. I'm in the house. I'm not leaving. I'm going,
you're a 9. Yeah. You're a 9, dude.
So I'm a 9. Well, thank you so much. But I'm a little concerned. The guy goes, why? Because when someone gives me a 9, Mr. Smith, they typically sign right now. So there's usually 1 or 3 things why they don't sign. Can I share that with you? N-O. Right. so I go, well, the guy goes, well, what are they? Well, A, maybe something in my marketing I might have missed. Say it's this listing. Or B, a little concerned about the price that I gave you. Or C, now watch this, with a smile, you have plans to do something with someone else. Which one are you? And just shut up and let them answer. Because soon as you look like you're nervous, they win.
Piranhas.
So now the purpose of that
no commission
close, is to extract what's inside of here and get it out. Because you never leave an appointment or a presentation without knowing where you stand in the eyes of the consumer.
Right. And I can tell you that most of you do that because you'll come back and you'll say, hey, I don't know why I didn't get that listing. Or you think you got the listing, even though you didn't have it signed, which by the way, that means you didn't get the listing. And you see it pop up somewhere in the next week. You go, I don't understand. I had such good rapport. The guy loved me. We talked every day. No, he was in control and he made you think that you had the listing instead of you actually having it. And he was in control of the conversation and your feelings. And actually he ran that show.
They out-techniqued us.
Yes.
Guys, you got to be in control. The consumer cannot out-technique us in a recession because they are not facing the reality of the marketplace.
And most of them haven't even sold in a market like this. They've bought, but not sold.
So let's just say that it's none of those 3. The guy goes, well, to be honest with you, Bill, they may say this, we are interviewing someone else. That could happen.
Okay.
Or they go, you know what? It's none of those. We really do have to sleep on it. Then you close for the next day to come over or whatever. But what we're trying to do, it could be something that I missed. Well, to be honest, my wife and I are getting divorced and we have to talk to our attorney. It could be that.
Yeah.
You don't know, but you never leave going, I felt great, Bill. It was perfect. They love me. How do you know? Because they smiled before I left. Did you try to get a number to see where you stand? Well, they said they liked me. Yes, they said that I was good.
Okay, when's the appointment to sign the paperwork?
Yeah.
Oh, another appointment. No, I got to call him back later.
Yeah. You see, so the stronger you are in your presentation skills, because if you're getting a rejection and they didn't sign, that's a rejection.
It
So you
is.
have to uncover what the truth is.
It's the
What
biggest rejection, honestly. It's the biggest rejection you had all day and night with them is that they didn't sign when you were done.
could you imagine with these skills if you're in high school? So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 you really want to go out with me, and 1 you don't.
Or listen, what are the 3 options? One,
Yeah.
one
No, watch this. A, it's something the way I dress.
right, so how I look and present
B,
myself.
something I said. Or C, you have a
You're
boyfriend.
thinking of somebody else you might be going with.
Yeah, yeah. See, all this could work in life.
Oh, I have to sleep on it. Great. Can I call you tomorrow at 3
Yeah.
o'clock?
Well, I am interviewing another boyfriend.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
that could be kind of
I
scary.
mean, it would be, but it's
Yeah.
still funny. I mean, you really can take this life application, throughout, but you just tweak it a little bit. You tweak it a little bit.
Yeah. So I want you to write this acronym STRONG,
Okay.
STRONG, and write it like vertical. Okay.
Yep.
And I can't get into all of it, but I'm going to give you some of it.
Okay.
The S stands for set the frame. Set the frame. And the frame is that you talk less. But see, everybody comes from a frame of thinking. So you have to set the frame, the market, the condition of the marketplace, what's going on. T stands for tell the story. People love stories. And it could be, I have a client who's similar to your situation. This happened. R, reveal the intrigue.
Oh,
You're
okay.
selling the sizzle too,
I like that. Selling the sizzle.
the intrigue, right? Reveal the sizzle, reveal the intrigue. O, offer the prize.
Mm.
Who's the prize? You're the prize.
I'm the prize.
We're
Or
the
you
prize.
are. I
Yeah.
mean, at the time.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, again,
Yeah.
this could be working.
We are the prize.
So N stands for nail the hook. And G stands for get the deal.
So here's the thing. Do you even have a hook? Do you know what your hook is? Have you developed a hook?
And because guys, here's my philosophy on pricing right now. I mean, you really don't know. But don't lose a listing for don't be so firm on your price and you lose a listing. How many times have you lost it by some other agent lists it and then all of a sudden it's down to your price?
Yeah.
If there's a life-changing event, take the listing.
Yes. Yes. There is a need there, and it's an immediate need, especially with a life-changing event.
Yeah.
And that means moving, baby, death, divorce, marriage. I mean, anything like that's a life-changing event, and something has to happen. So I know you don't want to take a home that's overpriced. Well, honestly, that is your cross to bear because you didn't get the point across as to what and how and when this home needed to be sold for how much. So it's fine. It's fine if you didn't and you still get the listing. You will eventually get it down to the price, but you need to let them know that you're taking this listing, that it is overpriced, and that you are going to work with them with what the market tells us in order to get it down. Don't go in it blindly and tell them that you're going to get that price for them. That's where a lot of realtors go wrong.
Yeah, I had a conversation with one of my clients and I said, listen, you can't go, well, I'll do this price, but I don't think it's going to work and whatever. You've got to be excited about the price that so you have a walkaway price. So you have their price, your price, and a walkaway price.
Yes.
Right. So the walkaway price is going to be something, I don't know, a little bit higher than yours.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's a lot higher, but it just depends on what's going on.
So for those of you that need to learn how to do your presentation better, I would suggest practicing and recording.
Oh my gosh, please do. Listen, Bill has this amazing system where he puts your voice in. So he can take a recorded call and put it in, and it analyzes your voice, the inflections and everything. And it tells you and it rates you as to what you need to improve on, how you need to improve it, and then he coaches you off of it. It is the most amazing system I've ever seen.
It's an AI system.
It's so good.
You know what I heard today?
It's so good. What'd you hear?
In 2 years,
Uh-huh.
AI is going to double its
Oh, yeah.
magnitude.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I thought I wrote about myself pretty good and I stuck it through AI. Shh. I sounded like a piece of crap by the time
Yeah.
AI was done with it. It was amazing. I sounded like the next president. I mean, it has come so far in just the last year. So tracking it was progressing. In the last year, it has quadrupled its ability. Quadrupled.
Yeah.
Its ability to I was trying to say triple and quadruple at the same time. It quadrupled its ability to actually read, process in the time frame that it does and spit out more information. It has went up to where you could literally put in, get this is crazy. If you wanted to put in looking for real estate agent or ad for real estate agent or hiring real estate agent, it'll write the whole thing for you. That's it. Done.
Scary.
Yeah, like it used to be whatever you wrote, you would put it and it would reword. It still does that. Now you can specifically ask it to write something for you.
So back to
Quadrupled.
presentation. They're going to judge you based on your presentation. And they're not going to go with their friend because their friend sucks.
Yeah.
If they're doing less than 6 deals a year, you got to get rid of these people out of your market. You got to capture that business that these people are just fragmenting the neighborhoods and take it over.
Oh, be strong. Oh, look, thank you. Oh, that is so sweet. Listen, they put that all there. It's in the comments now. Be strong, set the frame, talk less, and tell the story, reveal the intrigue, offer the price, and nail the hook.
Yeah.
And get the deal.
Tell
Great
them,
job.
Tell them where you're from.
Great job.
Too. Type it and tell
Yeah,
them where you're from.
Where are you from? This is
be
awesome.
Shocker. This will be cool. Watch.
Okay. I'm watching. Okay, we'll keep talking. You type in where you're from and where you're.
Yeah. So if you're making comments on here, make sure you let people know where you're from.
And I think your name is Jim or Jim.
And because we could maybe there's referrals out of here. But again, S stands for set the frame. T, tell the story. R, reveal the intrigue. O, offer the prize. N, nail the hook. And G, get the deal. Get the deal. Guys, take this very seriously. We're coming into a marketplace that you've never seen before. And all the experts have not seen it before. The only thing we know for sure is how we have to develop ourselves. That's the only guarantee you have.
That's it.
Is your skills.
That's it.
And
if you don't hone in on your skills and get the coaching that you need and to be able to accelerate the skills that you are either good or excellent, there's still room for acceleration, then you're going to get left behind because everybody is now coming down to the point to where they have honed in, the good ones have honed in on what they're great at, and they're taking the ones that they're not, and they're either hiring it out or they're coaching and getting it up to par.
Yeah, but you didn't tell him that you're from the Philippines. No one knows where that's from.
Oh, the Philippines.
Yeah, he's from the Philippines.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So what are you doing every week, every day to develop those skills? What are you doing? Are you just kind of coasting?
Do you think you already have the skills and that they're to the point that they need to have zero coaching?
Yeah. So,
because I'm not there.
Yeah.
You're not there.
I'm not there. No, I mean, look, guys.
I mean, we have coaches.
Great
there
book. Right here.
Pitch Anything. Here, let me put it over here on this one.
Yeah. Pitch Anything. And it gives you, it's a little deep for some, but it really gives you some good outline on what you need to do. So, how are we doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah. So
we're doing good.
I want you to do a couple things too. Give us your questions.
Okay.
Let us know what you need help with because we're going to load you up with information every Monday. Okay. And make sure that you get with us because hopefully you won't be late next time.
Well, we were only 3 minutes late and we had a backup for our backup.
We sure did. We had a backup for our backup. Guys, we're going to be giving you more information on presentation and how to be better persuaders. Do not let the client technique you.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody out there with this tornado needs any help, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook and we're ready to help.
All right.
All right, guys.
See
you next week.
Bye.
Bye.